Hey everybody, it's a beautiful Wednesday. You can see all is beautiful in my city. It's always a pleasure to get to speak to you guys. I want to speak a little bit about the journey that I've been on this week. Every week I take you on different journeys and I explain different things that I'm going through. And what's going on in my life and how my life has changed. A lot of you know that I'm in recovery. I spent 10 years battling addiction off and on. Was in a very abusive relationship. She was the first woman I'd ever loved in my life. I believe that anyone could change with enough love. I made myself change with enough love. I was at one time the most violent person you probably ever meet. And I snapped at the drop of a dime, in and out of jails and prisons, and gang life. There was a $20,000 price on my head at one point in time, and people try to collect often, but none were successful. I was trained by the Marine Corps. I was already very vicious before the Marine Corps. My father was a big biker, a pretty badass man. I watched that man fight 10 people in the streets, and he came out on top. Something I'd never seen before in my life. It was all protecting the neighbors who were getting jumped, but that's neither here nor there. I want to talk more about where I am today. God showed me a different way. He spared my life at a time where I woke up every morning trying to kill myself. All I wanted was death, man. I walked away from my family. I had to leave my wife, man. It was so bad. The abuse, it got so bad with her putting her hands on me, and the emotional abuse was so much worse. I could take the ass whippings, that wasn't shit. But that emotional abuse, man, it was rough. From somebody that was so confident and egotistical back then, honestly. From that, it was crazy that I ended up in a place where I would sit in a room and she wouldn't let me out. The only way to get past her would be to physically move her, and I was scared she'd call the police on me. And me as a subsequent offender, meaning if I put my hands on somebody else, I get a mandatory minimum of 20 years. And I was not going back to jail for 20 years. I was not going to destroy my kids like that. We had such a great bond at this time, man. It would have really destroyed them, and I couldn't do that to them. And I used to just sit there and shake with my hands behind my back, and I wouldn't respond to anything she said because I was scared if I opened Pandora's box, I didn't know where it would go. I didn't know that I wouldn't put my hands on her. Although I never in my life ever hit a woman, I was very scared of myself. She had me in a very dangerous place. So anyway, I found recovery through God. God showed me the way, and it's been this beautiful spiritual journey, man. And I'm making lots of money, and I wake up every day in the greatest mood ever. I'm in a place spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically that I could have never dreamed I'd be in, man. So this Sunday, it was a Saturday. Saturday, I was just walking around the harbor in South Baltimore, both beautiful places to explore. Ended up at this spiritual festival, and these are my mala beads that I got there. So for those of y'all that don't know, mala beads are used in meditation, and you basically spin from bead to bead, and you say a little prayer with each bead. Hare Krishna is one of the popular ones. Hallelujah, some people just do. You could do your own little mantras that you make up, whatever the case may be, affirmations, anything, but you just go from bead to bead, okay? And you never use your pointer finger. And the reason behind the pointer finger is that your pointer finger represents the ego. You point to people, and it's a disrespectful thing, so you don't use the ego, because the path of Buddhism and enlightenment and wholeness, you got to kill the I. The I is evil, the I is evil, man. It's all consuming. You're steadily trying to find out who you are, and if you get egotistical and all over yourself in that process, you're just gonna ruin yourself. So I'll speak more on that later. For right now, I have a bunch of stuff to get to tonight, and I will continue this after my classes are done. I love you all. Have a great day.